Hi there, Karen Barber here with Prayer Ideas. And today we have another great new idea for you on prayer, and that is how to write an unemployment prayer strategy worksheet. Now, when you're unemployed, your whole life is like in chaos and it's a roller coaster. One day you're up, one day you're down. So you need something really to hold on to and hold on to tight. And so we have this prayer on prayerideas.org. It's called Unemployment Prayer. And we have written out a prayer that you can just get and use right now. Jumpstart prayer. This is what I need, God. But beyond that, this is a wonderful way to specifically talk to God about your needs and the job that you need, whatever your family needs. And so let's talk about this. Well, I got this idea one day when I opened up the local newspaper, and lo and behold, here is my friend's husband, big picture of him, and it says, "Ask to resign." And he worked for the city in politics, and there you go, he's out of a job. And had a job yesterday, not one today. So I jump in my car and I call my friend. I say, "Look, I'm coming over. Calvary's coming. I'm coming to pray with you." So I get over to her house, and of course it's in chaos. The kids are everywhere, and one of her daughters spills orange juice all over the floor. It was a mess. And so finally I said, "Hey, get 2 pieces of paper, and we're going to go sit down in your living room and just talk over some things and get some kind of structure to this." And so what I said is, look, what we're going to write is a prayer worksheet about your husband's job. And we're going to put big categories on there. You write it down. We're going to talk about it. Then I'm going to write the same things on my sheet. I'm going to take the sheet home and I'm going to pray over the little parts every day. You've got your sheet. You can pray over whichever part you want each day. That way it's smaller pieces and you don't have to say, "Oh no, did I remember to pray for this or that?" Okay, so a prayer strategy that was going to help her a lot. So after we finished, 30 minutes, she was like, "Oh, I was falling apart before you got here, but now I just feel like I have a plan and that things are going to be okay. And I even see that we could do some interesting and good things, even though things are kind of hectic right now." And so let me tell you how to do this, and go to prayerideas.org and go to that unemployment prayer, and we're going to have a prayer worksheet for you, that unemployment prayer worksheet. And we're just going to have those big categories for you to fill in. And let me tell you how to work with this. All right, I do recommend a real piece of paper because, number one, when you're just sitting there and you're writing it, you're more thoughtful. And also, it's a tangible thing. So you can see it. You can put this on your refrigerator, and every time you open the door, you could just pray for one of these things. Or you could tuck it to your Bible, a good verse about God's provision or trust in Him. So it can be used that way. All right, and the other thing, the reason that we're doing it on a piece of paper is we're going to use 2 different writing instruments. And what these will do for you is help you sort some things out. What are the absolute must-haves and what are the nice-to-haves? Okay, so in ink, write those must-haves. Must have this or that in the job. And in the pencil, write those things that would be nice to have. I think God cares about both of them. And the reason I do is that I think He really, really likes to give good things to us, and those things that we really desire. He'll give you a couple of those. And when He does, you'll be so thankful and you'll be so joyful. So let's look over some of these things that are on the list, and I'll tell you how it worked out for my friend. First one is the new job, whatever it is specifically. Location and schedule needs. Now, since she was going to have to move anyhow, she said, "Well, okay, nice to have. Let's see if a job opens up nearer to the West Coast where my family is." Okay, nice to have. Financial needs, any number that you need right there for your monthly needs. Family. She had kids in school, so she prayed for a good school system. I'd write that one down in ink, wouldn't you? All right, and then here's this place for your health, for your mental, physical, and emotional health. And whatever you're dealing with, write that down there because those are things that are going to matter to you when you're going to be having a new job. All right, guidance. Any questions you have, these are the things, God, that I really need guidance on. And by the way, we do have wonderful prayer videos on how to get answers from God, words that He can tell you, so that guidance. So take a look at those. All right, connections and support. These are going to be your people. These are the people that you're going to depend on. You can even do as I did and get a prayer partner from the start who's going to be praying over your sheet and helps you talk through it as you do it. Okay, you can find prayer ministries at churches. You can find job ministries. You can find mentors. So these are your people. Put them in ink because they are permanent and wonderful provisions from God. All right, but here's the one that really got my friend excited. That was spiritual growth, personal mission statement and life dreams. And she was excited that some of the dreams that maybe you had all along, you can explore them now because you're not boxed into the job that you've always had. And also spiritual growth. So my friend actually put something down there. She wanted a good church where her family could really thrive and grow. And then on the back side of our sheet, don't you love it that I found this wonderful see-through clipboard? All right, on the back side here, it's just our gratefulness list. So, every time you pray something from this side, flip it over and write something down that you're grateful for. And that in itself is going to be so nourishing and wonderful for you. Well, it was several months later that my friend, her husband got a good job and they sold their house, they moved, and yes, she got one of her nice-to-haves. It was nearer to the West Coast, nearer to her family. So we kind of lost touch after she moved away, but one day she was driving through town, she called me up, she said, "You don't know how much that changed my life because I learned to really, really trust God and that He could help provide for us during that time." She said, and the kids have a wonderful school, but most of all, we have a wonderful church, and we have just grown by leaps and bounds there. And my kids are in missions, and my husband loves it. And so those things are the kind of things that God would want to put onto your list. Well, I appreciate you joining us today, and we do know that God is there and that He does care about you. So go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may God just go ahead and provide mightily and wonderfully for all of your needs.